How's it going, everyone? Happy New Year. In today's video, I'm going to take you through my squat session as I start my prep for the ABPU European Championship Finals in Poland. This competition will be in June, so I've got quite a long time to go, 6 months to be precise. However, preparations start now. So we're pretty much carrying on from where we left off, and some of the exercises that I was doing in my previous block, we've carried them over. So I'm starting here with the high bar pull squats. And again, main reason why I'm doing this exercise is to work primarily on my quads. I typically lift low bar when I'm powerlifting, which allows me to lift a little bit more weight, but also because I've been so used to low bar as well, I've developed a lot of strength within the movement. However, in terms of positioning, there's also areas that still need to be focused on, and me performing the high bar pull squat allowed me to work on those weaknesses to then help progress my low bar squat. Then we move over to this exercise over here. So this is the seated SSB, which just stands for safety squat bar. Good morning. So with this movement, I'm actually sitting down, as I mentioned before, and the reason why I'm sitting down is so that I'm going to be isolating more so what we call the spinal erectors. So these are the muscles that run down the side of your spine. And I wanted to really isolate this exercise to those muscles so that I can actually build them. I used to do this in my rehab a few years ago when I injured my spine, and it worked wonders in terms of just not letting any injuries reoccur in my lower back. So I thought I'd bring this back in, especially where, again, I was mentioned before, I'm quite far away from the competition. So I want to try to add as much variety as I can as possible, and really just work on any weak links that I want to strengthen, as well as strengthen my strengths. So with the accessories, I've decided, me and my coach, we've decided to add more exercises. Now that I'm really just focusing on my powerlifting only, um, I definitely have built the capacity last year to then tolerate more exercise and therefore more volume. So I really want to get at it, especially the closer I get to competition. Usually, the less I do, just so I can increase my recovery. But in this stage right now, again, variation is more flexible. Therefore, I can kind of do more exercises right at the start, really build that foundation, get as strong as possible, build as much muscle as I can as well, and then progress on from there. So with my squats, on the squat day, excuse me, I tend to do more posterior chain movements. So things like, working on my lower back, working on my glutes, working on my hamstrings. I do very little quad work. I kind of try to split my quad work with, or again, my anterior chain work on my deadlift days. Reason being is that I just don't want to get over fatigued in those muscles that I've really pushed on my main lifts. So where I was doing my pull squats, um, and I was going relatively heavy on there and looking to progress heavier as I go by, I find that I kind of lose the ability to carry the quality of the session if I just do more quad work on my squat days. For me personally, anyway. So I like the fact that I can kind of give my legs a bit of a rest and just work on other areas that will then more primarily build my deadlift more than anything. And then on my deadlift days, do the exercises that can help build my squat. I still carry over the benefits for the fact that obviously I'm working lower body, and generally the areas that essentially you work on to build your squats can also help with your deadlifts and vice versa. Just in terms of balancing out my program throughout the week, I just find it a lot easier to do the split I just mentioned, where I'll do my squat variations on my deadlift days and vice versa. So there you have it, a bit of insight into how my squat days are. Next video will be coming up will be my bench day. So thank you very much for watching. See you on the other side.